If you've ever imagined sitting around all day playing video games while eating Cheetos in your PJs and not getting yelled at by your mom to go take out the trash, join the club. We've been told our entire lives that video games are worthless, time-consuming brain killers that teach kids to be violent. But what if that wasn't the case? What if there was an alternative to going to college, getting into debt, getting a job? So I'm not saying it can do that for you, but what I'm saying is that crypto and blockchain technology have opened the door to an entirely new economy that gives you a better chance than ever to make money while doing things you enjoy. One of those examples is video games that pay you to play them. So in this video, we're going to break down the play-to-earn game called Gods Unchained. What it is, how it works, how to play it, how to make money while playing it, and everything else you need to know about the project. If you're new here, kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get more videos like this. Without further ado, let's dive in. So it's good to know that Gods Unchained was established by two brothers, James and Robbie Ferguson. These brothers came involved with Ethereum in 2015 and went on to create the world's first multiplayer blockchain-based game, the first blockchain trading card game, and the first ZK rollup for NFTs on Ethereum called Immutable X. Immutable X to this day powers the Gods Unchained game and has been able to attract some heavy hitter investors in the crypto world such as Galaxy Digital and Coinbase. Their investments were a huge boost for the development team building Gods Unchained, which consists of former employees of Riot Games and Google, and James Ferguson has a pretty impressive resume on his own. James previously led a software development team at a billion-dollar e-commerce firm. He also has a Bachelor of Law and a Bachelor of Commerce from the University of Sydney. James learned to code through the online MIT curriculum and relocated to Silicon Valley in 2014. Now, I don't know about you, but coding is way beyond my abilities. But I imagine it's similar to, or at least tedious as teaching yourself calculus. So good for him for having the endurance to make it through that horrible experience. Getting through math and algebra and all of that in college was a grin for me. I could only imagine coding and all the technicalities that are involved with that. Now, together with his brother Robbie, they have previously built multiple Boosin. The guy is brilliant. He is a huge presence in the gaming space, and he probably has an IQ that makes me look like Huck Finn. With that said, the team behind Gods Unchained is unquestionably stellar. They have the people in place to make this game awesome, but let's get back to what you're interested in. What it works and how the game is. Gods Unchained is a free-to-play trading card game in which players compete in epic duels using fantasy cards. I know what you're thinking, this is very dorky, but remember that being a millionaire automatically makes you 100 times better looking. With that said, supply and demand play a big role in determining the value of specific cards within this system additionally. Once you have these cards, those cards are yours forever unless you decide to trade them. The premise of the game is similar to Hearthstone or Elder Scrolls Legends. You want to construct a deck of cards with the best cards possible to defeat other players who have their decks. The game functions similar to every other online strategy game available, but with a few key differences. One of the primary distinctions is that each have their version of a currency, such as gold or credits. We've all been there, and we've all played games like Grand Theft Auto. We robbed a few banks, assassinated a few people, manipulated the stock market a little bit, and all of a sudden we became billionaires. But it's all in-game money. It's Monopoly cash. It's fairy dust. It's pixie dust. It means nothing because you're still the broke guy in your parents' basement eating Cheetos at 2 p.m. on a Thursday talking about how cool you were in high school, but this is where things get interesting. What if you could cash out your in-game cash, and that became your actual money? So you don't have to ask your mother for money the next time you want to take a girl out on a date, because you have an actual income. Just don't tell her parents how you make your money because they probably won't be very accepting of their daughter dating a guy who makes his money playing video games and trading JPEGs. Players can buy and sell trading cards on the game's marketplace to build a deck that will win more matches, gaining them more cards as they win, and eventually making them more and more money. This marketplace and all of Gods Unchained digital assets are housed on Immutable X, Ethereum's first zero-knowledge role at 4 NFT. Immutable X enables gas-free NFT mining and large-scale trading with instant trade confirmation. This significantly improves the user experience and enables high-volume trading of low-cost assets. This feature is essential in Gods Unchained to give you an idea of their capabilities. Since migrating to Immutable X, In late June 2021, over 650,000 Gods Unchained NFT secondary trades have been completed. According to nonfungible.com, the total Ethereum mainnet NFT trading volume was 420,577 trades. In terms of trading volume, Immutable X has far outpaced the Ethereum mainnet. It's also important to understand that just because Immutable X performs so many transactions, it does not imply that the security of the user's asset is jeopardized. We frequently see this in cryptocurrency, but it's not the case with Immutable X. Immutable X is a very secure platform that ensures players truly own their assets on the platform. Gods Unchained is one of the most significant cryptocurrencies and blockchain projects for the specific type of game and marketplace. There are so many crypto-based mobile games available, but they are one of the front-runner projects in bringing blockchain to an online strategy game. There aren't many other projects in their specific niche that are attempting to do the big thing that they are. A big part of Gods Unchained is that they mint items as NFTs on a Layer 2 Ethereum network. These NFTs are expressed as cards that players can own and sell for the game's in-game currency, which is the Gods currency, which can be transferred to fiat money as needed for all your various dates and meetings with Mr. Karen and Mrs. Karen, as well as all of the other things you want to do. It can be quite costly for gamers to build their decks to play every game. Every year, billions of dollars are spent on gaming, but Gods Unchained is unique in that it allows players to earn money and trading cards simply by playing the game. In this sense, the game is free, which is a significant difference from other games available, such as Oxy Infinity, where you must pay to get started. This is not the case. You do not need to get your little credit card out for a little Johnny so that he can get some new Fortnite skin or go buy a $60 to $70 video game at the store. You don't have to do that with this game. Simply play it and you'll earn money, though probably not as quickly as you'd think. Now, on to their token and marketplace, which we've already mentioned 10 to 100 times, because now instead of all the technical stuff, we're going to break down some more practical information so that you probably won't sleep through. And with that said, the Gods token is the ERC20 token that players can use to buy and sell in the marketplace. They can use it to create NFTs, and they can also gain rewards all within the game. It's also worth noting that there is a maximum supply of 500 million Gods tokens distributed across the game. Players' wallets, developers' wallets, Gods tokens also serve as a governance token on the platform, allowing players to vote on issues that will affect the game's future, which the teams believe will make it a truly community-driven project. Now, hopefully, it ends up a little bit better than, politics in America, because our vote doesn't matter, they just kind of do what they want. So that's Gods Unchained. But on to what you guys care about. I believe that play to earn will be a $1 trillion industry one day, probably within the next 10 years. So games like this will have a lot of use cases and can draw a lot of people. They can be an easier option for people to get involved with cryptocurrency. They can appeal to younger generations, and I believe games like this have a lot of potential going forward. And that's all for today, folks. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so you never miss another amazing video from us. Until next time, goodbye.